Okay. What interesting footnote in photography. It's kind of something to think about. We've always worried about nailing focus today, and you know, there's a lot of things that can be fixed in Lightroom and Photoshop, but fixing focus is not one of them. What if there was a period in time where if you, back when film was really bad and the exposures were insanely long, like you look back to the pictures of the era of Lincoln and onwards, you notice everybody that's actually out in the wild, like they'd actually put people in neck braces. They'd actually stick a metal clamp around the back of your neck and your spine and your waist to make sure you held still. But still, you couldn't keep your facial gestures from moving, so you'd have all these blurry pictures. So imagine a time where you get creeped out in photography because if someone was in focus and they weren't blurry, then that was no bueno. That was no good. That's kind of creepy. We talk about creepy photography. I don't know if you actually want to call it creepy or realistic photography. Here's one example. You'll actually notice that the little teenage girl on the left is perfectly in focus. You may not be able to see that, but the mother over here to the left are actually, our eyes are shifted, and her buttons on her dress. We have movement over here and the subject over here. The subject is completely still. That's because it's a death photo. It's a Victorian era death photo. So when someone was perfectly in focus like this and another person wasn't, what it was is that you never had money for taking a shot while someone was alive, but you wanted some sort of memento to remember them by, at the very least. And so death photography like this would occur. And they even invented and patented a few devices to actually like hold dead people in place, make them stand up as if they were alive, and there are actually a lot of pictures like that. Here's actually one of the best examples, and let you see this one. You'll notice that the eyes of the girl in the middle is perfectly in focus. The father is totally fuzzy and out of focus. That's due to long exposure. And the mother is just radically... And of course they both look dismayed, and that's because the daughter in the middle has deceased. So this is very sad, and a historical footnote of photography that people don't really take note of because the exposures were so long. And, no matter how still you were, if you held your breath, you still couldn't hold your breath that long. You had fuzzy photographs. So, during a window there of photography where it just was not fast enough. So if you were in focus, then you were dead. So, even with the neck braces, and you can actually look up some of these devices where they actually had waist braces and neck braces, and to get a proper photograph of you, they'd clamp you in like a torture device. And but still, that didn't keep your head, and the eye blinks and all the little gestures. It kind of kept your body in place. But if your facial gestures were in focus, and it was a picture of a dead person. So, by the way, those type of pictures, if you ever run into them in flea markets or whatnot, you always buy them. Always make sure they're not copies. Of course, there's a lot of copies exist, because those type of photographs are worth a lot of money. A lot of money. Thank you. Bye.